Hey, it's me again. I'm back. I've got a new character. I will tell you all about them, but they'll probably be dead in 20 minutes. So I'm not going to really give you a bunch of backstory, but I will say I'd like to introduce Nortle the Tortle. He's my new paladin character. Um, we'll see how he does. Now, I will say mechanically, I'm not fucking around anymore. Okay, so I've got a paladin Tortle with a shield, base AC of 19. I did make sure that he had proficiency in stealth because that's been very important. Also, let's see, I took guidance, which I will be casting on myself constantly. No need to remind you every time I do it. Cure wounds, of course, because why not? I took resistance as a cantrip, for some necrotic damage. Yes, at this point, I'm metagaming a little bit, but God, I need one character to live here. Detect magic, which I can do as a ritual to save those spell slots, and then also divine smite, because I'm going to try to down this guy as fast as possible. Okay, so all right, we're back. We're back with Nortle the Tortle. Backstory incoming if he survives the encounter. Now, where are we? Why am I here? As you know, people have been going missing. It started with a young boy, but there was one brave adventurer that got sent in. He never returned, but the boy did. He was talking about how this adventurer, a dragonborn, saved him, but it did seem as he succumbed to the Death Knight and then became the Death Knight's new squire. Not long after, an elf went in after his friend, the Dragonborn, also to never return. That's been a few weeks. Then, another young boy went missing. This one around 13 or 14. Same kind of MO as before, as though the Death Knight is looking for yet another squire, but why? We don't know. That's where Nortle comes in. While others would probably do this just for the coin, Nortle does this because he has a strong sense of justice and wants to root out, evil wherever he finds it. Though he will accept the money. He's not above that. I don't know what oath he's going to be yet. I haven't picked that, so I'm playing him just as a newer paladin ready to kick some ass and smite some stuff. So, let's just start back at the beginning of this dungeon. Let's go to tile page 1 and let's just kick it off. Um, for funsies, we're gonna go the left way this time because why not, right? Let's see what can kill me that way. Um, you know what? Should we even go through this part again? I mean, we've done this page forever. I don't remember if there was any. I don't think there was anything here. Let's just go ahead and move right along to tile page 3. How does that sound? Because the first one really not much happened. Okay. All right. All right. Something new. Something new already. Let me drop my token, and then we will get started learning how Nordald meets his end. Yeah. The track leads deeper into the wood, and the light fades. Ancient trees line each side of the path, and you can't help but think this wood is an excellent place to hide out. Then, ahead you see something strange. It appears to be a low stone building at the corner of the track where it turns north. Tucked in amongst the trees it is made solidly of gray stone, fronted by two large stone double doors. You move warily forward. Moving with stealth, make a stealth check DC 13 with guidance. So let's just get this started. Don't need it because I rolled a 15. Take note of your success or failure. Success. Checking for traps, always checking for traps. Go to entry trap check. Okay, trap check. You move forward, alert as you investigate the surroundings. To check for traps in the surrounding forest, go to entry wood check. Okay, well, I think I would. I think I would want to do that. Wood check. Okay. Roll a perception DC 12. Well, look at that. I have proficiency in perception too, but it's only a +1 plus guidance. Oh, that's not gonna help. It's already started off great. Okay. If you succeed, go to Forest Traps. If you fail, go to Traps Nope. Okay. You have a good look around, but cannot see anything that looks trap-like around here. Still cautious, you move forward. Return to tile page 3 and continue from the last entry you read. I don't trust that either. When you're ready, move your token through the map into the direction you desire. There's really only one way to go. To investigate the low stone building, go to entry stone doors. Well, yeah. Although the last time I checked out a building, it was really bad for me. Okay. You walk up to the building, watching your periphery. It is a low, rounded building, fronted by a large stone double doors, which look heavy but could probably be moved by a good pull or push. A metal ring sits halfway up on the inner edge of the right-hand door, surrounded by ornate designs. You look closer. It is a mosaic of sun designs. You can make a history check here if you wish. DC 10. Sure. Why not? Am I good at history? +2. 19. Yes. Go to entry study design. A close study of the sun design reveals the obvious. They are images of, man, here we go, Amonator, the sun god, the most worshipped god in the realm. This is probably a temple of some sort. Do you want to check for traps? Always check for traps. Door traps. Door check. Move your token up to the stone building if it is not already. I don't like that they're making me put myself there. You start inspecting the handle and all around the door, looking for booby traps or traps of any description. Roll perception 14. But I wasn't good at that before. Oh, Jesus Christ. If successful, go to entrance trap? Question mark? Your keen eye could have just saved your life. Closely inspecting the door, you notice a catch mechanism cleverly hidden under the large metal ring handle on the right door. Do you want to try to disarm it? You'll need thieves' tools to do so. I don't believe I have those. That might be the one thing I don't have as a paladin. Of course not. What did I make my background? Noble. Yeah, I don't have thieves' tools. Okay, if you don't have thieves' tools but want to try to open the door anyway, go to open stone door. I feel like this is the kind of stuff that gets me in trouble every single time. Okay. Why not open stone door? Oh, I thought I was going to have another check or something. How much HP do I have? 18. Okay. You grasp the metal ring and pull outwards. As you do this, you hear an audible click and then a psst sound. Go to triggered. You hear a click and then that sound again. 2 darts come flying towards you from the cleverly concealed holes. Roll a d20 plus 8. Okay. Straight d20. I got a high AC on this guy, though. 13 plus 8 is 21. I hate this game. I hate this game so much. Dart hit. I swear to God, if this kills me, I'm going to be so mad. 2 darts shoot out of a cleverly concealed holes on the surrounding frame of the stone door, straight at you. You recoil in pain as they pierce your skin. Roll 2d4 and deduct the result. Okay, 2d4 is not too bad. I'm not a sorcerer anymore. 6 damage. Okay. Still at 12. As you quickly tend to your wound, you look inside the now open door. Beyond it is a dark passageway, and some way inside you can see that there are a set of stairs that lead down. All right, well, we've come this far, right? Yeah, enter passage. Why not? You enter the quiet, cool passage and pad softly down the corridor. Before I do that, Is this worth blowing a spell on? To cure myself back up. I'm going to say probably not yet. Right? Yeah, probably not yet. Famous last words. Okay, soon you're at the top of a flight of stone stairs looking down. Okay. This is presuming you have a source of light or dark vision. If you do not have dark vision and do not have a source of light handy, then your character will know to turn around and leave this place. If you do have a source of light, activate it and continue. See the intro section on dark vision. Okay, well, I should have a torch, right? Definitely. Absolutely. Yeah, I've got a lamp. Okay. Okay, I have a source of light. You quietly walk down the stairs, keeping an eye out for anything out of the ordinary. Could this be the place where the other child is being held? You hold your breath, fearful of making any sound to disturb the deathly still air. Slowly, you descend to the bottom of the stairs where a medium-sized chamber lies. You look around for clues as to what this place is used for. As you become accustomed to the light, or rather the lack of it, you notice that at the far end of the chamber is a large idol made out of bronze by the looks of it. You know the god well, the sun god, the god of law and justice worshipped throughout Faerun. You also notice cushions lying about the place. It appears this room was once a monastery of some sort, used by devotees of Amonitor for meditation. Although what it's doing so far out in the wilderness is anyone's guess. Are you a paladin or cleric? If so, you could pray to this god for inspiration. Roll a d100. I am a paladin. Let's do some praying. Just a straight d100? Don't fail me now. 99! I don't think I've ever rolled that high on a d100. If you score 50 or above, award yourself 1 inspiration point. I will take that, which you can use to award yourself advantage once when making a saving throw or an attack roll. To inspect the area around the altar, go to the entry, Inspect Altar. Yeah, I mean, I'm a paladin. Let's inspect the altar. Why not? You walk up to the large bronze idol of, stop saying his name, the sun god. It is exceptionally well made, and seems like it was just placed here yesterday. The metal gleams dully as you move around it. Then, as you move behind the altar, you see something small lying on the ground. A holy symbol of, okay, what is this? Amonitor. Why can't I say that? That word is so weird. It's on a long steel chain to be worn around the neck, and it is in the image of a large sun with the runes on the front. This perhaps belonged to a cleric, monk, or paladin. Take this item if you wish, placing it into your backpack. Yeah, let's do that. So, manage inventory. I'll add a custom item. That's just to remind me that I have this. Or I'll just make a note. I have Amulet of the Sun God. That's his name from now on, because I can say Sun God. Okay, if you wish to explore the room, go to Explore Room, or leave the chamber. I already came down here. There are numerous nooks and alcoves around the side of the dusty room, many of them hidden in darkness. You search, mindful of traps, but also on the lookout for any items of interest. As you walk, small puffs of dust rise up, seemingly undisturbed for a long time. Years, maybe decades. Make an investigation check. Okay. Investigation. 21. I haven't even needed that guidance. If you score, let's go to really good. I'm glad I came in here. It was worth the damage. You check around the outside of the room, and in the middle, too, turning over meditation cushions and searching through the small piles of books and scrolls that litter the floor. As you turn over one medium-sized pile, you see a small, red-covered book tumble out. There's no title on the cover of the spine. Opening it, you see that it consists of handwritten entries. They detail some of the history and topography of the forest. Your attention is drawn immediately to the mention of the Death Knight. Hung he was in the year 3010 EC from the great red tree in the middle of the wood. After that, he became an abomination, a stain on mankind, one of the undead army. It is rumored that a stake from the tree which he was hung will finally put an end to his wretched half-life. And another entry, and yeah, I don't know why I'm doing like a really bad Deckard Cain. There is a cave north of this temple that is said to hold the undead victims of the Death Knight. Under pain of the Death Knight kidnapped the son of a great cleric and made him bless the river that runs past the cave's mouth. I don't think that's what that's supposed to say. Turning it into holy water. Hence those poor undead victims of the Death Knight are forever trapped within that cave, from now to eternity. Perhaps someday they will be freed, though the gods only know how. You muse over these words for some time, flickering absent-mindedly through the pages when a small roll of parchment falls out. It appears to be a copied spell. Printed at the bottom are the words, "This scroll contains the spell Protection from Good and Evil," or Evil and Good. Add a spell scroll Protection from Evil and Good to your inventory. Does anyone else feel like this is going so much better than the other ones that we've done already? Okay. Let's not forget we have that. Spell, scroll. First level? Yes. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, no kidding. That was really good. The scroll also contains a description of the spell. Read the spell if you like from the player's handbook and get familiar with its effects. Okay, so let's just recap kind of what we said here. So he was hung. We knew that, I think. And then he became an undead Death Knight. That we already knew. It's rumored that a stake from the tree he was hung from will finally put an end to his wretched life. Okay, so that's good to know. Also, there's a cave to the north. The Death Knight trapped the son of a great cleric and made him bless the river that runs. I swear it says past the cave's mouth. I'm guessing it meant past, turning it into holy water. So there's a running river of holy water. The poor undead victims of the Death Knight are forever trapped within that cave. I wonder if we were to free those people, if they would be able to help us in the confrontation with the Death Knight. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. I've already inspected the altar, so I will leave the chamber. You climb the stairs leading up from the chamber, back towards the dim light of the Weathercote Wood. Soon you are back outside. Okay, that's nice. Soon you are back outside the great stone double doors that led down to the underground temple. Okay, so we're back in the forest. Return to tile page 3. If you'd rather keep going, then your character continues around the bend and north. When you reach the square adjoining the green marker, go to the entry round the twist. All right, that's where I would be. Make a D100 roll. Add 10 to the roll if you made a successful stealth check earlier. We did, I believe, right? Okay. D100. Don't fail me now. Give me another 99. 29. 39. I swear to God, if this rip means I just die, I'm going to be so mad. So mad. Okay. I don't even want to click it. I don't even want to click it. As you move cautiously forward, keeping a watch on all sides, something catches your eye off to the left-hand side of the path. Something smooth, man-made, partially hidden amongst the leaves on the forest floor. Quietly, you make your way up to it, then drop to your knees and begin brushing with your hands, clearing the leaves away. It appears to be a gravestone. Your heart freezes as you uncover the name. Here lies Derek Brumont, and underneath the date, tomorrow's date. Beneath that are the words, laid to rest in Weathercote Wood Cemetery, there to rest for all eternity. Next to that, there's another grave, the grave of another boy, Charlie something. Charles, since we saved Derek, Charles Dickens. uh, Next to it, the dates on Derek Brumont's have been scratched out. It seems like whoever was here, whoever took Derek, has moved on. A cold chill runs up your spine. What could this mean? Is this new boy already dead? But the name Weathercote Wood Cemetery, that's interesting. You move back out onto the path and look north. A few moments later, it almost feels as if what you just saw was some sort of hallucination. Was that gravestone even real? Quickly, you rush back to where the gravestone was to check it again. It is bare from when you cleared the leaves away, but the name is gone. And there are letters, but they're faded, worn from weather and the decay of years. You can't read them. However, at the bottom of the stone, plain to see, is the symbol of a noose, the standard mark for the grave of a murderer. With a shudder, you rejoin the path once more, turning this over in your mind, trying to discern its meaning. Creepy. Also, this guy's creepy too. I don't want to do that. Okay. When you've finished all four, you may move to the edge of the map, and the next one would be tile page 4. Finally getting to see what this looks like. All right, this one's a straight shot. Something right there. I don't care for it. I just don't care for it. All right. All right, Nortle. Let's see. Let's see if your luck holds. How am I still doing? 12 hit points. Okay. I think that's still more than I had in the beginning with my sorcerer, so. Plus I have inspiration. I don't think I have lay on hands yet. Oh, I do. Okay. You have a pool of healing power that replenishes. I thought for some reason this was level 3. You can restore up to a total of 10. So I'll just restore my health with lay on hands. I took 6 damage. And I'll restore that. Okay. I thought I got that later. Okay. The woods become even deeper, and the sound goes out of the air. Oh, bye-bye, birdies. There are no birds here. Look at that. Or something has frightened them into silence. It's even hard to tell what time of day it is this deep in the forest. Across the path, you see a trail of boot prints leading from the right to the left. They lead back into the forest where it becomes very dense. However, there is no sign of the foliage being disturbed, even though the boot prints look relatively fresh. They could have been made as recently as last night. On the track ahead, you can see that this path eventually bends to the right, and on the corner there appears to be an entrance to a cave. I don't see that on the map. Let me just make sure I'm on the right map. Tile page 4. Okay. Well, moving with stealth is always the first question. I will move with stealth with a DC 14. I'm going to nail that. That's not a problem at all. Checking for traps. Always check for traps in the deep wood. You edge forward warily, checking the ground and the trees above for traps. Who knows what deadly plans the inhabitants of this wood have in store for hapless travelers? DC 15. Perception. Okay. Guidance. Well, I'm gonna guess I don't see anything. If you fail, go to ambush? Question mark. Okay. Suddenly, something gives way under your feet. You fall about 10 feet, landing heavily into a deep pit. It winds you, and you get to your feet it winds you, and you get to your feet shakily, cursing your carelessness. Take 1d6 fall damage. Seriously? I just healed. All right. You know what? I take 3 fall damage, and I'm going to heal 3 more. I've got 1 lay on hands left, but I'm staying as healthy as I can going through this dang thing. Okay. Looking around, you decide that you had better get out of this pit trap as quickly as possible before whoever dug it returns. Do you have a rope? I would hope so. Almost everybody has a rope. I do have a rope. Um, da, 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 da. Ba-ba. Do you know the jump spell? Yes, I should be able to rope my way out. Rope escape. You fashion a lasso at the end of the rope and, eyeing up on the low, broken branch on a nearby tree, swing the rope, aiming for it. Make a dex check DC 10 with guidance. Okay, dex check. DC 10. Come on. You can do this. Oh. Ooh. Okay. No room traps. Where is it? Wait, that can't be right. I went to the wrong page. I must have clipped the wrong thing. All right, tile page 4. This is not the first time this has happened. Deep woods, ambush, rope escape. Here it is. Duh. Climb out. That makes way more sense. I was like, no room traps. Your lasso works great. It catches on the broken branch stump and you quickly tighten it, testing the rope a couple of times. You brace your feet on the side of the pit and, hand over hand, walk yourself up and out. Quickly, you gather up the rope, stow it in your pack, and continue down the path, back on the trail of the Death Knight. Return to tile page 4. When you're ready, move your token through the map in the direction you desire. I love when it says that, and there's like, nowhere to go but one way. To investigate the mossy log on the left, go to entry mossy log. Mossy log. You walk up to the moss-covered log, and as you near it, you can see that it is covered with fungi, bright green mushrooms. You're not sure if you have seen their kind before. Their color almost seems phosphorescent, like they would glow even at night. Make a survival roll. Okay. Guidance. DC 8. Okay. Guidance. Come on. 11. Damn it. Ugh. Okay. If you succeed, go to funky fungi. If you fail, go to mungus fungus. Try as you might, you can't seem to recall whether the fungi is poisonous or not. You consider eating a small amount, but have heard stories of very dangerous mushrooms in these parts and think better of it. No, thank you. Add the green fungi to your inventory if you wish, and then return to tile page 4. I just have a feeling why leave it behind. I don't know if it's poison, but we'll take it. When you reach a square joining the green marker, go to entry who knows what. Oh, that sounds fun. Okay. Did you make an earlier trap check on this tile page? If you did, continue reading below. If you did not, go to the entry oops. As you progress deeper into the Weathercote Wood, I did. You realize that you are very tired. Time has a mind of its own in the forest. It is evening already? How have the hours passed so quickly? The idea of rest enters your mind, although you know that the area you are in is less than ideal for making camp. You may be disturbed by some wandering creature, there's no way of telling. You may attempt to rest here and recover HP, I'm assuming? If you choose to do so, roll survival. If you succeed, go to nice camp. If you fail, go to night critters. If you'd rather continue without rest, return to tile page 4 and continue. I don't think I need it. I mean, the only resource I've burned so far is my lay on hands. So and I'm at full health. So I think I'm just going to keep going because I don't trust my survival checks. Okay. When you've finished, move to the edge and go to 7. I'm just excited to get to see some new stuff, And hey, I think we've already gone one tile page further than my last character, so that's fun. All right. Drop my turtle. What if the birds come back here? Oh, that's the same page. 7 now, right? Okay. Let's see. Do I have a nice river sound? I don't think I do. Oh well. Oh well. Okay. A river threads through this part of the Weathercote Wood. Ooh, 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 and a cave. And a cave. We know what's in there. Ahead, you see the path bends sharply to the right. And on the north side of the path sits a rock outcropping, on the front of which is the entrance to a cave. Peering inside from across the river, you see that it extends a long way. Exploring this cave is going to require you to cross the stream also, a busy torrent. About 15 feet wide, rushes from east to west, filling the forest with the sound of rushing water. Man, I really wish I had some rushing water. Oh, hold on. I think I found something. River or stream. It's not playing. There we go. Getting a little bit there. Okay. Moving with stealth, make a stealth check. Always moving with stealth. Ooh, yeah, 20. Stealth checks I've been pretty good at least. Those haven't really failed me so far. Okay. Checking for traps. Always go to Trap River. Yep. Make a perception check to check for traps. Guidance. Don't need it. Okay. Oh, if you were successful, go to Hidden Danger. So there was something. You give the place a thorough visual search, but see nothing that looks suspicious. Okay. I feel like when I succeed on my trap checks, there's nothing. When I fail, it's like Pit of Doom. Okay. When you're ready, move your token through the map in the direction you desire. Well, I desire to check out this cave, and I know that this is holy water. To approach and investigate the stream, in order to get to the cave, go to the entry cave stream. Okay. You peer into the black cave entrance that gapes at you from the other side of the river. The area around the entrance is interesting. It appears to be surrounded with discarded pottery and other debtors. Perhaps there was a settlement here once. Tribal societies once roamed this area freely in prehistory. Now the cave appears abandoned, and its black mouth forbidding. The stream appears calm, but at a glance at its depths tells you that it's moving quite swiftly. It might take a bit of effort to cross. You may take this opportunity to refill your water skin if need be. I'm refilling the hell out of it because I know this is holy water. So I'm gonna refill that, and I'm gonna make a note of that. And if this game doesn't remind me of that, I'm gonna make myself remember, because that will be important. Okay, are you a paladin? If so, go to entry deep current. Oh, what? I feel so called out. Yeah, deep current. Where is it? Right here. There's something about this river that causes your divine sense to tingle. You move forward and dip a hand into it. Feel the water in your palm. It caresses your skin gently, infusing you with sacred potency. This entire river, or at least this section of it, is holy water. I knew that. If you wish, you may empty out your water skin and replace the contents with holy water. You can still drink it as normal water, but the holy water may be useful against any undead you encounter. Good for us. Okay. When you're ready, you may return to the previous entry, Cave Stream, and continue from there. Okay, so I did confirm this was holy water. Okay. I love, first of all, I love how just the way they've done the book, and they do this with all those choose your own adventure books, but like it's right next to things unrelated to it. And so I'm just always like, how do I fight this giant centipede? Like what choices lead me? Because this is the third way we've gone. I've never seen a giant centipede. So yeah, just I love that. I wonder how many times I could play through this and get a different different path every time. Of course, I would have to win one of them eventually. To attempt to wade across the stream, make an athletics check, DC 12. Okay, so I am decent at athletics. I'm going to do this with guidance because I want to get across this stream. 9, 11. Well, gonna use the guidance. Okay, so that'll be enough. I have a +5, by the way. Athletics is one of my best ones, and still it came up less than 12. Stream crossed. The stream is deeper than it looks and reaches up to your chest at its deepest part. I'm also a portal, by the way, but I swear to God, I don't think they have a swim speed. Do they have a swim speed? Yeah, they don't. That's so dumb. I mean, I guess we're land-based tortoises. Anyway, reaches your chest at the deepest part. You lift your pack above your head to keep your provisions dry and push forward, several times slipping on mossy rocks underfoot. But finally it gets shallower, and soon you are through the worst. You dip your head down and drink deeply of the fresh, cold stream holy water. You feel revigorated from this short dip, and quenching your thirst, get to heal 1 HP. You plonk down on the opposite side to catch your breath. You get your bearings as you look back to the shore where you came from, and then slowly turn to look at the cave. Around the entrance are shards of broken pottery and other detritus. A wide cave mouth leads into a long tunnel with a floor of fine, dusty sand. To go inside the cave, go to Enter Cave. Shall we? I think we shall. You cautiously step inside the cave entrance, feeling the cool, slightly stale air surround you. Go to Submap 1 after the tile page in the maps booklet. What? Submap 1? What's this? Ooh. Okay. Submap 1. You enter the cave, moving slowly within. Your steps raise little puffs of fine dust as you proceed deeper within the rock. Ahead, you see a tunnel that bends to the right. And that's where we're going to stop for this episode. We will pick up next time with exploring this cave. And I just want to say, I lived through the episode. I think I did quite well, actually. Paladin must have been the right choice all along. I'm at max health. The only thing I'm missing is 9 lay on hands points. And I've got some weird funky mushroom. I don't know what it does. A flask of holy water and an amulet of the sun god. So take that, Elrid. Anyway, so what we know is this cave should have some undead, well, they were victims, I think it said. So I don't know if by freeing them, they mean that we need to free them by killing them or help them get out of this cave. But I think that'll be interesting. Although I will say I am very much prepared for fighting undead. So we shall see how this goes. But yeah, that'll be it. So Nortle, thank you for being such an awesome character so far, for not dying, for even being able to take a little bit of a hit when you fell down that pit and all that. So yeah, level 2 paladin, 19 AC, 18 hit points, I think is what I needed. Instead of, I'm just going to compare really quick what I had before. So Yariel, I started out with, he had a total of, well, he's death saving now. Let me heal him once. He had a total of 14. Okay, so he had 14 hit points, but his AC was 12. Elrid had an AC of 15 with also 18 hit points. So I think hopefully this extra AC on Nortle will help. Also Yarl couldn't heal or do anything or whatever, but okay. So that brings us to the end of this episode. We've got a new hero, and hopefully he'll fare better than the last. So far, he has. But until then, Just a quick note, if you enjoy this, make sure you give us a like, subscribe. We've got all sorts of shows here. This is the only solo one I'm doing now, but it won't be the last one I do. We also have a bunch of actual plays if you're interested in those with some great casts. I mean, a lot of great actors and role players that we have on the show. We got a Discord you can join, and the link's below if you like to just talk about D&D, talk about any kind of tabletop stuff, chat with members of the cast. We also have a Patreon you can join for free. And we have some paid tiers that offer additional bonus content, some post shows, and things like that. Other than that, we will be back here next week for another solo adventure. But yeah, sure. While you're here, make sure to check out some of the other shows. We've got Kupo Quest, which is Final Fantasy D&D. It's kind of winding down. We're almost 80 episodes in, and we're approaching the finale, and it's been a hell of a ride. So until then, though, we will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with Nortle today. And I promise you some backstory, so I will give you some backstory on Nortle in the near future. Bye, everybody.